3-ingredient dog biscuits came about because of our adoption of Raymond. Raymond is this goofy, silly little guy who likes to smile at you when he's happy. However, he has a lot of allergies, so we came up with this recipe for him. As always with pets, check with your veterinarian to make sure these ingredients are okay if your dog has sensitivities. Here are the ingredients, but don't worry, I'll include a link below. By preheating your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. You'll want 1 can of pumpkin, which is 425 grams. To this, oh look, I have a helper. This is Maggie. Say hello to Maggie. She really loves these. If I get a can of pumpkin out, she goes crazy. As you can see, she's a very happy dog. And she's going to supervise me throughout this recipe, so feel free to say hi. And to this, you're going to add in 1 egg or 50 grams. And now here comes Raymond. See his little snout showing? He's much more gentle, and he will go and lay with Maggie on the other side. He's actually laying in front of the refrigerator through the whole thing. To this, you want to add in 1 bag of flour, which is 680 grams. If you want to use other type of flour, just check with your vet to make sure it's okay. And it's about 4.5 cups if you don't have a scale. So we just mix this up until we get a nice crumbly mess like this. Dump it on your counter. As you can see, the little bunny ears sticking out watching me. And you just want to bring it together until it gets a nice cohesive dough. If you're having a lot of trouble working with this, you can add some flour. You can add some water. Just go 1 teaspoon at a time. Let's skip forward. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be crumbly, a lot like a pie dough if you've ever made it. But when you squish it together, it comes together really easily and it will roll out well. Again, feel free to add some water 1 teaspoon at a time if you need some help getting it to stay together. I don't find it necessary, but if you're new to baking and you're not used to making pie crust, it's okay to cheat. And you just roll it out until it's about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick, or however long you want it. And just turn it occasionally so it won't stick to your counter. If you need to, you can put a spatula underneath it to loosen it. And I'm not putting a lot of effort into this because honestly, my dogs aren't caring about the presentation. They just love how it tastes. And that's all that matters. And it's healthy for them because it's pumpkin, it's got egg in it, and it's got rice flour. Most dogs with allergies can tolerate rice. However, there's always an exception, as I've found with Raymond, our little quirky puppy. Okay, I'm using a cookie cutter. You don't have to use a cookie cutter. I'll show you later on a trick on how to use this without a cookie cutter or even a rolling pin. But you're just going to press out as many as you can, put it on a greased or a lined baking sheet. I like to use parchment paper because, again, with a dog that has a lot of allergies, you want to be extra careful. Now let's move this down so we don't hurt ourselves by moving so far out of line. And just keep moving these on a row. You can put them really close together. They don't spread like normal cookies because they don't have any of the baking powder, baking soda, or butter to make them spread. So they're going to stay pretty much the shape you make them. And here is Maggie again. Say hi to her. Hi, Maggie. She is so cute. I was having a hard time making these and not just giggling all the time because she's just such a fun dog to be around. This is one of those dogs that you just really enjoy having. She's part boxer, and we used to have a full-blooded boxer. If you've ever been around a boxer, they're just high energy, bouncy little things, and they're just the best dog in the world. And she's got that quality. Once you run out of dough, all you have to do is gather up the scraps, push them back together. You can re-roll them or press them down. You don't have to be gentle with this like you would have to with traditional cookies that people eat because it's for dogs. Dogs don't care if they're a little crunchy or a little tough. They just care if it tastes good. I mean, think about what dogs eat. These are just really something that drives them crazy. They absolutely love them. Now, before you go to all the mess of making this, take the pumpkin, see if your dog actually likes the taste of pumpkin. There are weird dogs out there that won't eat certain foods. I've never had a dog like that, but my mom has one that's really picky on what it eats. And that's okay if you have a dog like that. You just find it something else it likes to eat. In the meantime, here's what you do if you don't have a rolling pin or a cutter. All you do is you get some of this dough, you gather it up, you press it into a rectangular type shape, and you're going to just kind of use your hands, smush it down, bring it together. You'll see, just watch what I'm doing. And then you can cut it. You can use a pizza cutter, or I'm just using this spatula with a silicone rubber head, and just cut it into little squares like this and just round it off. I don't know, try to make it look good if you really want to. Let's ask Maggie what she thinks of it when I get it done. Maggie, you think this is okay? Would you eat this? I'm not sure. Let me show it to her. Oh, I think she will. She looks very happy. Maggie, try to get down off there. You're not supposed to be up here. I'm going to have to clean this counter. You want to bake this from 15 to 60 minutes. It doesn't take very long at all, but if you want them crunchier, bake them longer. And here's Maggie again. She's cheating. She's using me to jump up and look. She knows she's not supposed to be on the counter, so she is very smart on how to improvise. She gets very impatient when these start cooking. I usually make one batch that's 15 minutes and go ahead and give her a couple, and then I finish them off and make them really crunchy. Here they are. Let me show you one. As you can see, they're kind of crinkly, and this is normal for these because of the lack of ingredients. But again, you're making it for a dog that has some allergies, so all the dogs love it. Let's try it out. Here's Scout, Raymond, Maggie, and Jackson. Jackson's trying to offer a wave. He knows that's our favorite command from him. So Maggie is going to have hers first, and she is super excited. Let's see if she'll do a spin for us. Maggie, can you spin? Spin, Maggie. There she goes. My dogs are showing off. And here is Raymond. Oh, Maggie really likes it. She eats it really fast. Raymond's a very good dog. He's had a lot of training. And Raymond likes it. And here's Jackson giving us a wave, saying hello. And he takes off. He takes off and gets eating in the comfort of his own bed. So as you can see, these are really popular in our house. The cat even tries to eat them, even though she doesn't really care for them. But she will crunch on them. Sorry, Maggie, didn't mean to psych you out. Say hi to everybody again. And, of course, we'll give Raymond an extra one because Raymond doesn't get many treats. Look at that happy face. Raymond is so thrilled. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please visit jacksonsjob.com for more, and have a great day. Happy baking.